Good morning from the AT. This is day 59. Slept great in my tent at the Rod Hollow shelter. Rained a little bit early on, and then it calmed down. I heard some owls and birds, and yeah, it was a good night. It is currently 7:30, and a couple key points for this morning as I watch squirrels jump from limb to limb. I will be hitting mile 1000 very early on this morning, but before that, I'll be hitting the roller coaster. And the roller coaster is a series of ascents and descents that range from 250 feet up to 450 feet up and down over and over. And as I laid in my tent last night looking at far out, it does that over 10 times. So the elevation gain for today on a map, it doesn't look like much, but it's over 5,500. And I'll be doing about 24 miles today. So the roller coaster lasts for about, I think 12 to 14 miles, and then you're through it. So I'm gonna hit the southern terminus of that momentarily, and we'll see you up trail. All right, let's go for a ride. I want to use this moment to take the opportunity to introduce to what some of you may know and some of you may not, but the term silk blazing. Silk blazing is when you are essentially the first person on the trail to walk through a certain section and you get all the cobwebs that have accumulated overnight, and you get them in your face. You get them right across your nose. That's the best. And you get them all over your legs from the spiders and whatnot that have constructed these webs or chains of silk overnight. So there you have it, silk blazing. Well, everybody, this is a monumental moment for me right now. I've come 1,000 miles since Springer Mountain, and I'm gonna enjoy this moment and just really soak it in. So I've got 1,200 miles to go. We are getting close to the halfway point, but this is just a huge moment. So I'm gonna savor it. Just made it to the top of what's known as Buzzard Hill. Not much of a view. We'll see if we can get up a little higher. Yeah, not much of a view, but still in the middle of the roller coaster. About to go down and then back up. If you want to pause that and get a good look at that, go for it. Just now passing VA Route 7 Snickers Gap. Stilts is over there, just crossed. So I'll make it to the other side and keep on trucking. Well, the boys are out to play now. 2 days in a row. It's a good sized black snake. Doing a little hunting, so I'm just gonna skirt right here. I'm gonna leave him be and be on our way. All right, we've reached the end of that roller coaster ride. 6 hours was long enough, and it was much more rocky than I had anticipated. So, yeah, that's over and done with. If you're doing the roller coaster and you're coming behind, buckle up and have as much fun as you can. And also, refill at the last water source, because I was a dummy and didn't do that. And now it's gonna be 6 miles until the next water source. So all in all, in the day, I still have about 9.6 miles to Keys Gap. That's West Virginia Route 9, where I will be linking up with Matt and going to get some food. So we'll check in a little bit. It's been about an hour since I exited the roller coaster, and the trail has looked much like this. I'm coming up on what's known as the Blackburn Trail Center, and I may need to stop in there and get some water. It's pretty warm out today, about 77, 78 degrees, and I need some water. That's what my body's telling me. So I'm hoping it's right off trail and I can stop in, find some H2O. All right, I'm gonna dip down here, point 2, and get some water, and then reconnect and continue onward. I'm about 2 hours out from my destination. This is a little viewpoint that's facing west towards Shenandoah, and then I believe Charlestown is way over that way, West Virginia. These views are not quite as good as the ones that we had in Shenandoah National Park, but the views today have been few and far between, so we'll take it and continue onward. The trail for the most part today has been pretty rocky, and I think it's just a friendly reminder that Pennsylvania, otherwise known as Rocksylvania, is coming up very soon. So just wanted to make note of that, because today was rockier than any other day I can remember in the recent past. So got 1.5 miles left. I'll close out soon. I'm looking forward to eating some good food this evening, and I'm also going to stay at the Stony Brook Hiker Hostel They are a donation-based hostel, so I'll stay there, and then they offer a shuttle back to Keys Gap, West Virginia, Route 9, which I will take them up on in the morning and have a short day into Harper's Ferry. So that's exciting. Okay, I am less than a mile away from Keys Gap, where I will link up with my buddy Matt. So it'll be good to see him, and we're gonna go get some food, and then he's gonna drop me off at Stony Brook Hostel, and I'll be back on trail tomorrow getting into Harper's Ferry. All in all, a pretty monumental day, hitting the 1,000 mile mark. Feel good about that. And then also getting through the roller coaster, survived the ride. That was a rocky roller coaster ride. But yeah, it was a good day. It is 4:50 right now, and this is kind of my favorite time of the day right now, all the way up to 5:30, because you start seeing some wildlife. I haven't seen one single deer today, so had a nice stretch of that in Shenandoah National Park, and now as I get towards Harper's Ferry, I'm not seeing quite as much wildlife. Saw a bunch of red-headed woodpeckers today. That was pretty cool. They're funky critters. But anyway, this is Rabbit. I'm hopping off, and we'll see you next time.